All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the fourth annual MPS Day of Code event. We're here to kick off National Computer Science Education Week, which is next week, December 6th through the 10th. It's a week where all students and teachers across the country are encouraged to participate in at least 1 hour of coding. And actually, this is actually a global event. I'm Todd Hartwig, Instructional Technology Teacher Leader for Milwaukee Public Schools. In this session, we're highlighting high school student projects and instructional resources. Today, the creative students from Washington High School of Information Technology will share their dynamic projects. But before we get to that, I'd like to introduce you to our MC for the day, Nadia Johnson. She is our host for the second year in a row. She is absolutely amazing, and she happens to be a graduate from Rufus King High School. She graduated from Marquette University with a bachelor's degree in computer science and a master's degree in computer science as well. She's the founder of Jet Constellations and Milky Way Tech Hub right here in Milwaukee. This past summer, in partnership with the City of Milwaukee Earn and Learn program, Nadia coordinated STEAM and Dream Masterclass, a paid opportunity for our high school students to immerse themselves in real-world computer science app development from design to implementation. Her passion for STEM and for diversity in this field is inspiring. She's absolutely fantastic. So please give her a very warm Zoom welcome.
Awesome. Thank you, Todd. Hello and welcome everyone to the MPS Day of Code. Again, I'm Nadia Johnson and I will be your host for today's event. I'm founder of the Milky Way Tech Hub, which aims to increase representation in STEM and the field of technology through our programming. And one thing that I truly love about computer science is that it can be leveraged to accomplish so many incredible things. Think about what you're interested in. And I bet you computer science or data science plays a significant role in that industry. Anything that you can really think of in your head, you can bring to life with code. And that truly excites me. So I've had experience in computer science and academia and research and also corporate America and now entrepreneurship. And in each of these fields, I've been able to make significant impact and work on really cool projects that help to make the world better. For instance, right now, my research at Marquette, I'm working with artificial intelligence and machine learning models called natural language processing models to be used to build systems for crisis prevention within certain populations like veterans. And as an entrepreneur, I get to help people to launch their startups, build mobile applications, fund these startups to help to make a difference in our communities. So there's so many incredible things that you can do within the field of technology. And I want you to know that your perspective truly matters. One thing that I want you to remember is that the field of technology needs you. And so with that, I am so excited to dive into the rest of today's program.
Thank you, Nadia, for that message. And we're going to jump in and start taking a look at what does computer science mean?
Yes. So again, take a minute. Whatever came to your mind when you think of computer science, it's all of that and so much more. Almost everything that we come in contact with contains a computer, code, or has been impacted by computers in some way, shape, or form. So let's take a listen and learn a little bit more about what computer science is.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Olivia?
An astronaut.
Do you happen to know what a computer programmer is?
Yeah, no.
Wait, what? I'm not really sure how to explain it.
Computer programming is pretty simple. It's a set of instructions like a recipe. You have to follow them step by step to get the end result you want.
What computer science is that it's a way to impact the world.
It can be music videos, it can be games.
Detect whether or not someone's related to someone else. You can, find people's friends. You can do all sorts of other crazy things, like actually save lives.
You do have to have a drive, I think. And it is to me like a paintbrush. I think great programming is not all that dissimilar from great art.
When I finally learned a little bit of programming, that blank wall resolved into a bunch of doors, and you open them, and of course the thing you find behind them is another hallway filled with a bunch of doors.
Programming's fun and easy. You can do anything your mind wants to do.
Finally, you start to open enough doors that the light comes in. And to me, a finished program is like a structure filled with light. All the corners are illuminated.
The number of people that you can touch and interact with is something the world has never seen before.
Our first lesson in this series is all about what computer science is, what a computer scientist does, and how you can be more responsible in your use of technology. It's a very important lesson, but it is a little text heavy. But at the end, you get to make your very own customized encoding using your initials. It's a fun activity and it's very empowering because binary is one of those things that feels very technical, but once you understand it, it's like you speak a secret language.
Awesome. I'm inspired already. The incredible students at Washington High School of Information Technology have a wide variety of innovative projects to showcase, and Mr. Kempen and Mrs. Morgan have been working with them. Let's see what they've been doing. We are going to open up the chat for any questions that may come up during the presentation. So we ask that the teachers submit any questions your students may have to the chat, and we'll address those during the Q&A section following the presentation. Let's listen in.
Hi, I'm Mr. Kempen here at Washington High School of Information Technology, and I'm excited for you to hear from some of our great IT students, Andrew, Joshua, Gabe, Donnell, and Brandon, about their wide variety of experiences with coding and computer science. You'll get a chance to see different perspectives in terms of block-based coding, text-based coding, and some physical computing as well. So please enjoy what our students are here to present.
Well, the purpose of our Code Maker app is to basically let someone make their own code. Right, go ahead, John. Right, and I'm gonna let Joshua take over from here. So basically, when you press the one button, I see nothing happen right now because nothing's happening because waiting for the user to input something into this box here. And then when you input something into this box, for example, let's do hello. I can see where you input in here and output into this box right here. Yeah, and you put the output to here. You can also change the font to whatever you like, and also the color of the background. For example, like light green. And this is how you change the font size of the quote. As you can see, it got bigger. You can also make it smaller if you want. Yeah, so that's basically the general idea of how the code app works, the Code Maker app. And then here the coding. So these are some of the variables I said: user code, font family, color, font size. And basically what this on the right here in line 6 is doing is it's waiting for input from the user. So when you input something in here, this coding will activate this function of the screen and activate all these codings down here. Yeah, and then in line 9, the color input. So when you change the colors in here, this coding will activate and activate the function of the screen and update all these variables and the properties to update the screen. And then for the font family input, yes. So basically, when you change the font family, this coding will activate the update screen function again, and update all these variables and properties to update the screen. And then for the font size input, basically when we change this bar here, it will activate this coding. It will update the function screen again, and then these coding these functions will update the variables and the properties. Right, and I show them how easy it is to drag it in. Yeah, and if you wanna, yeah, basically how you drag your coding is so there's a calc you can choose from, like UI controls, math, functions, control the variables. So I'm gonna do control for now. So basically how you drive code to the screen is like you just hold it and you just drag it to this workspace. And that's how you put the coding into the workspace. And then you want to get rid of it, you just go over here and it's gone. And that's basically it.
So, my name is Brandon. I'm a junior in high school. My presentation is called Photo Liker. My project is called Photo Liker. The goal was to dislike and like the photo and also comment without the original comments getting removed. So this purple bar right here where it says likes equals likes -1, that's to help me dislike the button. That's for the dislike button to work. And if you go down a little bit where it say likes equals likes +1, that's for me to like the video. Let me see. So the likes work and the dislikes work. And last, I was supposed to figure out how to comment without removing the original comments. So I went down here and added the comment button, put get text and put in new comment input. So then when I add a new comment, the original won't disappear. I'll just say thank you for your time, and this is my project.
My name is Donnell. I'm a student at Washington High School, and I work with Python with Turtle. And I'm going to be showing you some of the projects I worked on. So as you can see right here, I got a little bit something going on. I got the instructions in the background, and I got code right here. And all of that is to, when I hit run, is to make a circle. This is one of my first projects, and I was getting used to all of this having to make a circle. And then we move on to the next project. I can't really draw, right? I'm not really good artistically. So when I'm using Python, I can actually draw better. Like, well, I can draw circles. But regardless, I have this. This is me, all this code right here. If I can select it. All this code right here. It's a little bit trimmed down compared to my first project. It's trimmed down to make the Olympic rings, as the title suggests. All this little code right here to make this happen. And I actually had some of my friends help me out with this, but it was pretty quick when we had teamwork. So we all this code to make those circles, different colors. It has to be there specifically and everything. And I end up doing something a little bit better. As you can see, we have codes right here. I have the instructions, and it's all to make all of this code, which is, it goes to like 95 lines to make a snowman. And we have to run the circles, dimensions, all of it's individual code. I got it sectioned off here. See, like, we have illustrating the snowman, we have drawing the arms of the snowman right here, and we have the left arm. Everything you see on the snowman, it has to have individual code. There's also another way of coding, but this is just one of the languages I work with. There's coding called blocks, and this is way more in depth than blocks because it's what blocks are. Blocks are really made of what you see here, these codes. It's all made of that. And it takes a lot of time just to make a snowman rather than just scooping up snow, whatever, in real life. But when you're coding, you have to troubleshoot, you have to finick with it, you got to be patient, tolerant with it, and you never really know what you got right until you hit run. So like, let's say I take this off just now and I hit run. It will say error, as you can see right here. Object has an attribute in line 23. Now, Python reads it from first line to second line and to whatever line was actually, the problem. So it could be multiple problems before I even know which problem it is. So it'll just tell me exactly what line it is. And then if I can do this right in the first try, you'll do that again. Fill it back the way, do it, space, and you hit run. And it should work just like normal, like that. So it's all about knowing what you did wrong and what you can fix. You never know. Like I said, you never know what you did wrong until you hit run. So you could think you did it perfectly, and you hit run, doesn't do it. Then you'll have to find a different way to do it with different codes and different techniques of coding and all that.
I'm Gabe. I'm in the 9th grade, and this is an Arduino. It's a tiny programmable processor. How it works is it takes the code from the Arduino app and programs it into this, the Arduino. What I'm currently working on is a dimmer switch, almost. As you turn it to the left, it brightens, and as you turn it to the right, it dims itself. If something were to break on me, like a cord coming unplugged, or something wrong with the programming, if the cord would happen, I would check to see if any cords are unplugged or anything's out of place. But if the code, it's a little easier for the code, because you can see if a value's wrong or anything. As you enter it, it pops up an error message. So I just look, see if something's missing, and fix it. And how it actually works is you have to put the imp upload to upload it to it. And that's it.
My name is Donnell, and I'm a user of MergeCube. I say a user because I'm definitely not a professional, but I do like the MergeCube. In order to use the MergeCube properly, you're going to need the app called 3D Viewer, and this little cube, simple with weird little symbols on it, becomes anything you want it to be. It can become a building, it can become a landscape, it can become, well, like I said, anything you want it to be. Now, for an app, that's pretty cool. For a Christmas present, maybe even a little bit cooler to give to your younger siblings. However, let's say you're a producer to a movie, and this thing becomes extremely more valuable. It won't be a cube, but it'll be on a bigger scale. So maybe it'll be a room. Maybe it'll be even bigger than a room, a park. This cube can help producers make unbelievable scenes that look super realistic. It can make game creators look at objects without having to pay for actually to get the objects. It can make life for people who are trying to make entertainment extremely easier. So I'm gonna ask you, have you ever wanted to hold Earth in your hands? And as you can see right here, it's a tiny little Earth inside of a cube. And if I get a little closer, you can see all the continents. You got Africa right there, Europe, Russia, Asia, and if I, give me a sec, go around right here, you can even see United States. But if you're a teacher, a world history teacher, and you don't have a globe that I know every single teacher I've ever been in the classroom has, you could just grab it, no need for two fingers, one, and you pull it up real big like, and let's say you're showing this on the smart board, this suddenly becomes a very, very big handheld portable planet that you can hold in your hands. You can see all the countries that you could before, but bigger. So someone actually had to make this 3D object using the actual images from Earth. So it's accurate, but it ain't up to date accurate. But the relative size to all the countries should be in order. So this could be a good virtual globe. And that's just one of the things that you can pull up on MergeCube. I've been able to pull up ancient swords that I can't personally get my hands on. I've been able to get cars that I will only have in my dreams, and I'll be able to get almost anything just by using this little MergeCube. That's it.
Thanks for coming to Washington and to see our coding projects.
Bye.
Wow, I'm truly impressed, and many thanks to Mr. Kempen and Miss Morgan and the amazing students for sharing your dynamic projects. Nice job on your apps, Andrew, Josh, and Brandon. Gabe, thank you for demonstrating circuitry and troubleshooting with Arduinos. And the multi-talented Donnell showed us his Python coding with turtle graphics and held the world in his hands with the MergeCube AR. That was so impressive to me. I have to check that out for sure. Ms. Morgan and the students are here to answer your questions, so please ask your teacher to post your questions in the chat. And here is Karen Green, the MPS K-12 computer science coach, with some questions for the Washington High School team. Karen?
Thanks, Nadia. Hi, everybody. The variety of these projects are just incredible. And we have some questions for the students. To start, I would say, let's see. Unfortunately, Donnell and Gabe were not able to join us for questions about the Arduino or the MergeCube or the Python, but
Donnell just made it.
Oh, he did, yay. All right.
Awesome.
So if you have questions about anything but Arduinos, please post them into the chat. Ask your teacher to put them in there for you. For Josh, Alex, and Brandon, now that you've built an app, do you have ideas for other apps you'd like to create?
Go ahead.
Oh, I ain't want to get in the camera.
You're in the camera.
There we go.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon?
Yes.
Hey.
Could you ask the question one more time, please?
Sure. Okay, you guys have already made an app. Do you have ideas for other apps you'd like to create?
A food app.
A food app? Are you hungry, Brandon?
Very.
What would you want it to do?
Deliver me free food.
Woo! Well, good luck with that. And when you invent that one, I'd like to have it as well.
Fun fact, I'm actually working with a startup that's working on that with nonprofits. So it's a real thing.
So
good thinking.
How long did it take you guys to create these, the app? For your app, your picture maker, or how long did it take you, Brandon?
About a day.
Oh, okay.
No, for me, it's a day.
Cool.
A full question.
So Donnell, I'm looking in the chat, and your MergeCube is a big hit. Would you like to share some more about the MergeCube?
Sure.
Thanks, Brandon.
Okay, yeah, let me get a small. Thank you.
I'm taking this.
All right. Talk about the MergeCube?
Yeah.
Oh, well, to sum it up, the MergeCube is, paired with the app is taking a 3D object, a virtual 3D object, and using a 3D object to display it. And you can, the whole main idea of it is you can pretty much put anything in it and look at anything in real time. So like any location, object, and the real groundbreaking thing about it is that you could probably use it in movies on a bigger scale something similar to CGI, but actually real and being able to see it and everything. So, yeah, that's the whole thing about Merge Cube.
Does anyone have questions about the Merge Cube? Post them in our chat. So how long does it take for you to get the Earth in the Merge Cube?
Oh, to get the Earth. Well, like I said, with the 3D Object Viewer app, you were able to get it. Doesn't even take a day. It takes like at most, because I had a tablet that's fully capable of doing it. So it's like 5 minutes at most.
Really?
It depends on the device you're using, yeah. But you should really finick around with it. So if it's like your first time, it'll probably take you longer to see all the kinks with it, like enlarging it, using it as an actual globe and everything like that. So, but yeah, 5 minutes at most.
Wow. Wow. Thanks so much. I'm not seeing any more questions about that other than how impressive it was. There was a question about how do you learn how to use the Arduino board. And the student Gabe that did the Arduino wasn't able to join us because of his schedule today. But we will get that question to him and get that answered. If there aren't any more questions, we will return to Nadia.
Okay.
Awesome. Now for one of my favorite parts of today's programming, I'm super excited to present the Milky Way Tech Hub Outstanding Computer Science Teacher Award, which is sponsored by American Family Insurance. There is a $1,000 prize to be applied to the computer science education that will be shared equally by teachers at the 3 MPS schools that were the cornerstone of today's MPS Day of Code event. Mr. Kempen is always looking for ways to engage students in real-world coding activities. He and his students compete in the Black Data Processing Association High School Computer Science Competition. I have to volunteer for that one. His students also participate in the NAF Lenovo Scholars Program. Ms. Morgan goes above and beyond to prepare her students for the future, and Mr. Kempen and Ms. Morgan are receiving the Milky Way Tech Hub Outstanding Computer Science Teacher Award for the high school level on behalf of Washington High School of Information Technology. Congratulations, Mr. Kempen and Ms. Morgan, and thank you for all you do. Round of applause for Mr. Kempen, Ms. Morgan. So now to share some awesome resources. If you're wondering how to get your high school students started with coding, as part of a high school teacher, as a high school teacher, when you become a part of the Pump CS grant, you have access to Introductory and Advanced Computer Science Curriculum, NPD. You also have access to monthly district-wide high school computer science PLC support and classroom coaching. So if you are interested in learning more, please add your name, email address, and the letters ECS in the chat. And if you have any questions regarding PD or anything else related to MPS Day of Code, please contact Karen Green at her email shown on the slide here. Now, teachers, we have a lot of resources for you, so please feel free to get screenshots or quick photos of information so that we can follow up with you later. Now, if you are a high school teacher, here's more specific information about exploring computer science and AP computer science principles. PD this summer at Marquette University during the week of July 26th through the 30th. There is no cost to you or your MPS school, and MPS teachers who actively participate in this week-long PD will receive a $1,000 stipend through Marquette University and the Pump CS grant. There are also 4 quarterly Saturday PD sessions, each paying a $200 stipend for active teacher participation through Marquette University and the Pump CS grants. So again, put your name, email, and the letters ECS or CSP in the chat if you would like more information about exploring computer science or AP computer science principles. So Pump CS has a pathway to add a computer science license for high school teachers who already hold a license in a core area. The coursework is very flexible and tailored to your individual needs. There's no cost to you, so please contact Joe Becker at MTEC for more information, and his email is shown on the slide here. Another great resource, there's the Computer Science Teacher Association Wisconsin Dairyland Chapter, which is an organization that provides resources and professional opportunities to support your computer science instruction. And the basic level membership is free, so why not sign up? Information about their website can be seen on the slide. And off to one of my favorite organizations, Girls Who Code. If you want to start an after-school computer science club, but you're not sure where to begin, I encourage you to check out Girls Who Code. They're an incredible organization. They offer free guidance for clubs in grades 3 through 12 with mentor and peer support available. Their mission is to close the gender gap in tech, but of course, boys are also welcome. And another shout out to the National Center of Women in Information Technology. This is an organization that supports women and other underrepresented groups in computing fields through resources, scholarships, and mentoring. So please check them out. And as we know, computers are an essential part of our lives. There are so many career opportunities available in a wide range of different fields. Whatever your career plans, computers and coding will for sure play a role. Teachers, there are more videos about computer careers at the Milwaukee Tech Hub Coalition Career Exploration site. If you would like to have a speaker virtually visit your classroom, please put your name, email, and careers after your name in the chat. So let's listen in to hear more about computer science opportunities here in Milwaukee.
One of the first things I want to level set on is there are jobs here. Sometimes people say there's not jobs here in Milwaukee. There's actually 80,000, over 80,000 tech jobs here in the Milwaukee region and over 2,000 tech businesses. So I want to repeat that, 80,000 tech employees, 2,000 tech businesses, and growing. In fact, in the first quarter, we were actually rated as the fastest growing tech ecosystem based on job postings. And in the second quarter, our job postings continued to outpace those across the country. So it was out of that need that we saw a need to form the Milwaukee Tech Hub Coalition. We knew that there were going to be over 31,000 open jobs here by 2024. And these are great jobs, paying much higher than average in the region. And so our vision is really to have a vibrant, inclusive ecosystem where tech and innovation create enduring economic prosperity, but also life-changing jobs for individuals, led by areas like software development, software engineering, data and AI, cloud, cybersecurity, etc. There are opportunities regardless of whether you studied tech in school or not. 3 key points for you is A, we need you. B, diversity makes us stronger. And C, you can do it.
Awesome. Thanks, Kathy, for that contribution. And now it's time to code. I want you to check out these resources to get started with activities for National Computer Science Education Week, which happens December 6th through the 10th. And a reminder to the teachers that you might want to capture these resources with screenshots or a quick photo for follow-up later. We'll start with one of my favorite platforms, code.org. Code.org is a great website that helps folks to become introduced to computer science, and it's great with AP computer science principles and the advanced curriculum that's also used with Pump CS grant. In addition to the curriculum, there's a lot of Hour of Code activities to engage with your students. Then there is Applied CS Skills. Applied CS Skills offers coding activities in JavaScript, as well as data structures and algorithms, something that I teach often. And here's something that really excites me. Have you ever heard of maker boxes? Every MPS school has them in their libraries. They contain robots and other fun technology for classrooms to use at all grade levels. So I encourage you to talk with your school librarian or your administrator to find out more about makers boxes. I'm a little jealous because I never had that when I was attending MPS. So take advantage of that. And as I mentioned, the Milky Way Tech Hub is actively transforming the city of Milwaukee into a tech hub that centers Black and Brown people. And we're so grateful to partner with American Family Insurance to present the opportunity for students to meet local tech professionals without ever leaving your classroom. So if you would like to arrange a visit from a STEM professional, please register at the link shown on the slide, or drop your name and your email and the words Milky Way so that I can follow up with you as individuals. The Milwaukee Tech Hub Coalition is sponsoring the online Greater Milwaukee Hour of Tech. Their goal is to have many students engage in computer science activities. So let's put MPS on the tech map. Register at the link shown on the slide to make your classroom activity count. Big thank you to Kenji Adams, who's a good friend of mine, for coordinating the entire effort. She has a lot of work with the Milky Way Tech Hub and STEAM and Dream. Let's find out what MPS students have to say about coding.
What I like the most about computer science and coding is being able to be creative with technology.
I like the robots because I got to make it like stop for like 3 seconds and turn around and zigzag.
Putting the puzzles together, and that's why I like coding. It's super fun.
My favorite project is this project development because I was building an app, which was pretty cool and fun.
I'm a gamer, so what goes in behind the scenes of gaming, it's really opened my mind to how much work they actually put into the things I like to do.
I like coding because you can make your own stuff and be very creative with it.
What I like most about coding is the struggle and what you can do with coding.
What I like about computer science is that it keeps my brain active, and I really enjoy it as well.
I mostly like the odds a lot.
So one thing I love about computer science is the problem-solving part.
When coding, you can create a new game.
My favorite project was troubleshooting the app and working with the STEM club.
It's just that I like coding and being able to create new apps.
Actually, when I grow up, I want to be a software engineer.
I like that computer science allows me to be creative as well as solve problems I care about.
Well, I do like making websites, so that would probably help me a lot with it, and making games.
Happy coding.
Awesome. If you missed any part of today's MPS Day of Code event, or want to share it with others, or maybe even view it later on, you can view this entire recording after Thursday, December 2nd, at the MPS YouTube site.
And so I want to take a quick second here to thank Nadia for all of her efforts with MPS, not just today, but with MPS students in general. She has been an absolutely awesome host, and it's a pleasure working with her. I want to make sure that we thank all of our partners who have collaborated with us to make this all possible. But what it really comes down to is you teachers and you students, thank you very much for taking the time to participate, not just today, but also going forward. Hopefully this has inspired you to take on some coding challenges if you're not already doing it. If you are doing it, take it to that next level, do something else really cool, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff today. So thank you all so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yes, thank you, Todd, for being an amazing co-host. Thank you, everyone. We're so glad that you were able to join us for Milwaukee Public Schools Day of Code. Happy coding, everybody.